So hello there, my name is Shani, and I was born with a cleft palate and cleft lip. First off, I'm going to explain why I'm making this video or series of videos. Next week I will be having a nose job along with my third sinus surgery, but we're not going to really focus on the sinus surgery. So I got kind of curious and I searched on YouTube and on Tumblr to find videos that were from people who were born with a cleft palate and cleft lip, and I did find a few, but most of them were just sitting and talking in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing right now, and that can definitely be helpful. But what I wanted to do was not only explain what I've been through and the surgeries that I've had and whatnot, but I also wanted to take you along with my upcoming surgery so that you can see what children who are born with a cleft palate and lip, what they have to go through if you're looking into getting a nose job, or you're a parent of a child who was born with this birth defect. What I'm thinking about doing with this little series is I'm hoping to split them into 3 different videos. This is the first video. Basically, in this video, I'm just going to explain all the surgeries I've gone through, how I've dealt with them. Sorry, like I said, I'm going to use sinus surgery. I have sinus issues. And I'm also going to be talking to my parents about it, because I feel like when a child is born with a cleft palate and lip, it doesn't only affect the child, it affects the parents as well. And also, through my experiences, most of my surgeries were before the age of 13, so I don't really remember much about them. If you are a parent, you kind of see what they had to deal with and how they felt about it. And then also, I'll be talking about myself, so you'll kind of understand that your child's gonna be okay. No big worries. The second video will basically be like a vlog. You're gonna kind of be seeing my surgery. I mean, not like the actual surgery. I won't be like getting cut up or anything. You won't see that. I'll be taking you to the hospital. I'm gonna have my mom film a little bit for me, because when I come out of surgery I won't be completely coherent. So that's first and foremost why I'm gonna be doing that. But I mean, just kind of before and after, and what I kind of had to deal with and whatnot. The last installment of this series will be kind of a reflecting video, just basically me talking about how I think the surgery went and how I feel about it. And then I'll also be talking a little bit about confidence and how to find confidence in yourself. I kind of want to talk about that and how I deal with it, how I dealt with bullying and whatnot. Those are going to be the 3 videos. And so I guess we'll just jump right into the actual video itself. I'm going to explain to you, if you don't know, what a cleft palate and cleft lip is.
The cleft palate is when the palate, which is the roof of the mouth, is not one solid piece. It's not joined together. So in Shani's case, her palate had a big hole in it down the middle. A cleft lip is also when the lip is not joined together on the top. So in Shani's case, she had a unilateral cleft lip, which it was just in one spot. There's bilateral cleft lips, where there can be a cleft on each side, which is obviously more severe than a unilateral. 1 in every 500 to 700 children is born with a cleft lip and or a cleft palate.
I actually went to my pre-op appointment on the 17th, so I did get pictures of before my first surgery. Along with a cleft lip and palate, most people don't realize all of the issues, I guess, that can come along with it. So most children will have speech issues, dental problems, as well as ear issues. It's just kind of something that comes along with it. It's not always fun, but not every child has every issue there is, because I was watching one video and a girl didn't have any speech difficulties, which is awesome, but I have had speech problems, so it just kind of depends on the child. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, so that you're not just watching a video about some random girl on the internet, which I guess you still are. So like I said, my name is Shani. I'm actually 19 years old. I'll be turning 20 next month. I know I'm getting old. I was born and raised in Reno, Nevada. I'm a film major at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So that is actually why I wanted to make this series, practice a little bit, and also maybe help out anyone out there who has a child born with a cleft palate and lip, or you are a child yourself that has one. A fun fact of the day, I'm actually in a sorority. If you can tell by the banner, I don't know where I am in relation to the banner, but yes, the little banner right there. Last semester I studied abroad in Spain. I loved it. It was amazing. I miss it quite frequently. This is totally random, but if you want to study abroad, I say go for it. I think it's so wonderful. Ironically enough, Spanish is not my forte. I've never been good with languages. I don't know why, but yeah. no hablo español. Just a little bit about myself. So I guess we will move on to my medical history. My parents told me that before I was born, doctors kind of could tell that something was wrong. I couldn't tell exactly what it was. They thought I might have a mental disability.
I had a blood test. Something in my blood where it should have been a certain level, mine was more consistent with the level that Shani had a 1 in 100 chance of being born with Down syndrome. We did worry though the entire time that, we didn't know if she was going to be okay or not. So that was kind of scary.
Then I was born on August 24th and they found that I had a cleft palate and cleft lip.
When I saw Shani for the first time, I was surprised. I vaguely remember seeing something like that at some point in my life, probably just one time, and it had, I hadn't thought anything about it. It had kind of left my memory. And then when I saw my little baby girl, it was Darlene. It was kind of a shock. However, both her dad and I just loved her from the minute, that we knew we were going to have her. We didn't know she was going to be a girl. And then when the doctor said it's a girl, we both cried. We wanted a girl so bad. And I knew something was wrong because they didn't let me see her right away. And the doctor immediately called for more help, and they came and they took her out of the room.
My first surgery was about when I was 4 months old to repair my lip.
So it was when she was 12 weeks old that she had her lip repaired. Actually, after the surgery, she turned blue and she was in an oxygen tent. They didn't know if it was from the anesthesia or the morphine, and that was pretty scary. When you have this little teeny baby that is going through a major surgery and then afterwards they're in an oxygen tent, it's quite stressful. We're just so thankful that everything turned out well, and her lip looks great. We couldn't have asked for a better job. When Shani was 10 months old, she had her cleft palate repaired. Luckily, that surgery went well. She didn't have any kind of reaction. She did stay overnight. She was still a little baby. There was still, after the surgery, a small hole in the roof of her mouth. So she still would have things run out of her nose that she drank or swallowed. However, the hole was pretty small, so that was pretty successful, I think, overall as well.
In between then and when I was about 13, I've had multiple ear infections and surgeries to put in tubes, which basically just help drainage. When I was 13, I had my bone graft, which is a pretty major surgery. What they do with a bone graft is they take a piece of bone out of your hip and they put it in your jaw so that you have structure there. Before that happened, my teeth were just hanging on to the gums. I had to stay 3 nights in the hospital, and I basically couldn't walk, I couldn't eat anything, so I lost quite a bit of weight because you can't eat, your mouth is swollen, and I couldn't do anything by myself. Like most surgeries, I don't really remember much. It's kind of fuzzy because I was put under with anesthesia and I was given medication. The most I remember about that is just lying in bed a lot. I do remember though when I came home about a week later, I was up and walking, and I went to my doctor and he said that I was recovering actually pretty quickly for the surgery, so that was nice. That was pretty much my last serious surgery.
She wore braces for a long time, had 2 sets of them, which we knew she was going to do.
When I was about 3rd grade, I got braces because I had an underbite. This tooth right here, this lovely little tooth, was completely sideways. This little guy right here was up in the roof of my mouth, so they had to bring that down and put it back where it belonged. I had braces for about 7 to 8 years. That's really all serious stuff. I've had 2 sinus surgeries since my bone graft. Basically, I've had a sinus infection for the last 5 years. Got it when I was a sophomore in high school. I don't really know if this is connected with my cleft palate and lip. I feel like if I had sinus issues, it probably would have developed earlier on in life, because, you know, that's when everything else started. That is pretty much it for my medical history. To me, it doesn't seem like anything too crazy. For me and like my situation as far as my cleft palate lip go, it's not super noticeable. Most people won't notice it unless, you know, I point it out, or unless they know someone who was born with one or anything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really excited to share the next two videos with you because I feel like those would be a little bit more impactful, if that's really even a word. I'll see you soon. Bye!